Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of The Playlist. This is where I go over some of my favorite songs that I've been listening to lately, and it's literally what's on my playlist right now. Now today I'm going to be going over my top 5 favorite 70s tracks that's playing in my playlist right now. Now this list is ongoing and it's constantly rotating. Now for the most part, these are the 5 most consistent songs that I'm listening to right now. So why the 70s? Well, because we did the 80s in the last video. But for me, the 70s was a very magical time for music because I want to say that it was experimental, but it really wasn't. It was more of a time of perfection because I believe that there was this transition into the style of rock music in the 60s. It was transitioning out of blues. And with 70s rock music, it more or less seemed like they had perfected the sound and the style. And as you go on into the later 70s, into the 80s, that's when it started getting more experimental. That's when you start hearing more distortion in the guitars and you start hearing elements of metal and then heavy metal. And so with the bands that I've really fallen in love with, I feel like these bands are like the masters of the genre because they perfected that sound. So let's go ahead and jump into it. The first song I have on my list is Stargazer by Rainbow. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Deep Purple and I've really been enjoying my journey with this band as well as my journey with Dio. And I couldn't choose between either one of them, so I just decided to choose them both. See, and you can already hear from this band's style, these guys got it. Richie Blackmore is a complete riff master, and Dio's vocals are just phenomenal. See, it's like these guys, they just have all the elements to create a good jam. Now, the next band I have on my list is none other than Montrose. This was a band that was introduced to me by one of my patrons. Now, guys, y'all know we listen to a lot of music, but I discover a lot of these bands through recommendations from the subscribers, from leaving your posts in the comments, and then, of course, our patrons. Our patrons are always putting us on excellent bands. Now, what's interesting about this is that the lead singer of Montrose was Sammy Hagar, and he went on to become the lead singer of Van Halen at one point. And so I thought that was a cool little tidbit of information. But what was even more interesting was I discovered this band before that. And so when I started listening to later Van Halen and was like, oh, this sounds kind of familiar, and then you guys let me know that it was Sammy, I was like, holy shit, that was really cool. So the song that I got into from this band was Rock Candy. Let's go ahead and check it out. See, and that's what I'm telling you guys about, like the 70s rock. It's so funky. So funky, so dirty. It's like these bands just create riffs that you can't help but bob your head to get into the song. Now, what's interesting about this song that I really, really enjoyed was the fact that when you listen to this, it takes you back. This song, it feels so cool, so laid back. And I remember in my initial reaction, I said that it made me feel like I was living a life that I had never lived. Because of course the 70s were before my time, but while listening to this, I felt like I was hanging out in California in a top-down convertible, riding through the streets, watching all the girls check me out. This song definitely makes you feel like a badass, and that's because this song is badass. So of course we have to switch things up a bit. One group you guys have put me on was Heart. Now, originally, I'm not even gonna lie, when I first heard this band or heard of the name Heart, I was like, what is this? And then I seen that it was a female fronted lead. I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna be into this style of music. But as soon as I heard it, especially the lead singer's voice, I was like, whew, Jesus, like she got my heart. This is Barracuda. Let's go ahead and check it out. See, that's what I'm talking about. 70s, they be jamming. Y'all hear those vocals? These riffs? Like I said, this is just a magical time in music. There is nothing like it. I mean, I've listened to music from so many different genres, but so far, like, The 70s music it really makes an emotional connection with you compared to some of the other genres of music out there. So let's go ahead and keep things going. This band does not need an introduction. I'm not even going to say anything about them except they're phenomenal. If you don't know who these guys are, you need to go out and discover their music because these guys are amazing. Let's go ahead and jump into it. This is Sails of Sharon by Scorpions. I mean, when you just see these guys on stage, they are getting down. Like, this lead singer, he's getting down. They don't care what anybody says. And finally, we're gonna wrap this list up with some Thin Lizzy. This is one of my favorite bands from the 70s, mainly because they encompass everything that I was talking about. They have music that is funky, it's groovy, it makes you wanna dance. The guitar riffs are amazing. The lead singer, he has an amazing vocal range, and the music they make is just so incredibly fun. So I know many of you were introduced to this band by so many different songs. One of the most popular songs they made, I believe, was The Boys Are Back in Town. But Johnny the Fox meets Jimmy the Weed, that is the first song that I've ever heard from them. Well, aside from The Boys Are Back in Town, but I don't count that because when I heard that song, I didn't even know who these guys were. But when I heard this song, I was like, yo, this song is going on the playlist. Let's go ahead and jump into it, guys.
Johnny the Fox. He called to Jimmy the Weed.
You gotta love these guys.
Hey man, I know your name.
Picks up, come on.
And listening to.
You gotta love these guys. Alright guys, and that is my Rock 70s playlist for this week. As I said, this list is constantly rotating because I'm constantly finding awesome music to listen to. So guys, let me know what's on your playlist. Or at least let me know what your top 5 70s rock bands are. I would love to know down below in the comment section, and let me know what you thought about my list. Did you like it? Wait, I almost forgot. Oh man, how could I forget this band? There is one band that tops all the other bands so far that I've been listening to. I can't believe I missed this band. And that is Black motherfucking Sabbath. These guys are amazing. If you enjoy 70s rock music, I don't know how you could not like this band. These guys are just, oh man. Their music is a true work of art. Now, my favorite song I've been listening to by Black Sabbath is Symptom of the Universe, in which that is my absolute favorite song from them right now. I'm pretty sure as I explore their catalog, I'll find more music from them that I really enjoy. But yeah, let's go ahead and check it out really quick. Now, if you're a fan of Black Sabbath, then you already know that they tear it up in this track. This is a monster of a song. Tony Iommi, Geezer Butler, Bill Ward, and Ozzy motherfucking Osbourne. Now, my favorite part of this track is towards the end, where they completely switch up the style of the song and they go into something more chill and mellow, and it just, man, it just takes you there. Hell yeah. Oh, and then Ozzy comes in with these vocals.
Woman, child of love's creation, come and step inside my dreams.
Never knew he had it in him. Anyway, guys, that's it for my list. It's a top 5 list, but I made it. I can add 6 in there because, of course, it's Black Sabbath. But I know you like this video. Go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And let me know what's on your playlist. Leave them down below in the comment section. And also let me know what you thought about mine. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.